Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a Wednesday morning edition of the Mop. And yes, I am feeling a lot better. Weather is going to be warmer today for a little bit. Little snow, a little more white on the ground. And then Friday, we get to go back in the deep freeze of minus 17, minus 18 degrees. Woohoo! Can hardly wait. Yes, I know I have to shave. I'll do that tonight. So, welcome to the Mop. This reality TV show has to end. Kind of goes along with what I was talking yesterday of when people have to start standing up. Can we really start to focus on what's going on in this country? On what's going on in the United States versus Venezuela, Greenland, Iceland, whatever the hell you want to talk about? Everybody talks about the things that we have to do here and feel that there are priorities. I see it all the time posted, we need to take care of our vets. We need to take care of homelessness. We need to do better for education. None of the shit that we're talking about is doing any of that. Why are we focused on Greenland? For security purposes? Really? Let's take care of our homeland first. And don't tell me that ICE is making these significant improvements. We just saw now where they have a detained police that are, yes, they're not white, but they're detaining U.S. citizens. And now that we have to show proof, what proof would you need? We're not supposed to have to. We don't have to show birth certificates or anything like that. The shit has to end. And if you are cheering that all of this is going on, let me guess all the drug boats have quit driving because we've shot them down. No, I don't think so. If that was really the narrative that you were looking for. There will be no more drugs then, I take it, in the United States. There'll be no more drug busts in the United States. Oh, wait, a lot of that is manufactured, most likely in a house behind you. Meth and everything else is being probably made right behind you. Do you understand this? And is there a reason that we have not released? If the government gave us 1 month to release all of our tax information and all of the things resorted to it, or anything else they're looking at, and we missed it by a month, you don't think there would be repercussions? I know, Chris. I know. You guys are all, oh God, here he goes again. If you just be quiet, it'll go away. If you just ignore it, Chris, it isn't going to be any different. It's just going to continue. Don't get so worked up. Just ignore it. Let it go. If we just continue to ignore it and let it go, for damn sure nothing's going to change. But why are we so focused on other people's lands? Okay, I understand Venezuela a little bit. Because, hey, they've got oil and everything else, and that's a good idea. But now we're going to focus on Greenland. And then he's going to Switzerland to talk about it. And then talk about tariffs, how these are going to penalize and make sure if we do tariffs, people will change their mind. No, like I said, look at where all the insulin and all the health things come from that are going to go outrageously high because they pay for it. Nah, I don't think so. There are a lot of people that have swelled into this because they don't understand math. They don't understand where the bills get paid. Me being a diabetic, I'm not on insulin, thank goodness. But I'm going to guess your insulin prices are going to go up. I'm going to guess that those survival things that you need are going to go up if we continue to poke the bear. If we continue to do these tariffs thinking that it's going to scare people to do the right thing. Have you taken a look at now what the ICE agents were finding are, Proud Boy members, all that stuff? If you haven't figured out yet that this is a racist regime, it's not after the bad criminals. Yes, they highlight one once in a while, but it's not that. They are just picking by skin whatever they want to do. And if you're okay with that, you should probably look at your discrimination factor in your own heart. If you're pissed off about MLK Day, Martin Luther King, all that stuff, you probably should look inside of here. Because you don't feel it's necessary. Yes, that's just how it is. We have people that will lie for him, will be going down in burning graves for him, to protect him and to protect themselves from this regime. And it is a regime, because he has control over them. If you can listen to him talk and go through all of that and say, boy, that sounds smart to me and intelligent to me, please relook at what he's talking about. I heard so many people say, oh, bombing those boats and everything, that was a great thing. That was awesome. We still never had proof that there were drugs on any of those. Well, Chris, you know they were. They said so. You know there were drugs there. That's what they said. You know that they're doing this. That's because of what they said. You don't want to do your own research. You're just going to sit there and listen to the right. Because you don't want to say, well, the left has some good points. See, again, I am not right or left. I want what's best for my neighbor. I want what's best for the person that I call a friend. I want the best for what anybody that lives here should have the opportunity for. And yet, when we saw what ICE agents did in Minneapolis, everybody's like, well, she deserved that. Nobody deserves that. Police enforcement, police officers are all trained. That's the last, and you don't even shoot at a moving, fleeing vehicle. Yes, I know there's people that watch it live. Have you ever seen Live PD, or have you ever watched CSI, or come on. Let's admit we have a problem, and it starts at the top. Let's handle one major crisis at a time. Let's get Epstein out of the way. Let's unload it. We have a bunch of women that have already said what happened to them, and yet we don't listen to them. We have not done one damn thing to honor the ladies that have been absolutely abused. Well, how do you know that, Chris? Well, I'm going to take it that is the amount of ladies that have said what happened. I'm going to say it probably happened. I've said this before, that if your kindergartner comes home and says, this is what happened today at school, and then you interview a whole bunch of other kindergartners, I'm going to guess they don't come up with different stories. They're all stories are going to match. And it's not because they sat in a corner and colluded. It's because of what happened. And that's why the ladies, to me, this shit should have been handled a long time ago. Well, why didn't Biden? It was all locked up. Take a look and do some damn research on why shit doesn't happen. And why is it the Republicans are always blaming the Democrats for health care? They've never come up with a solution on their own. They have not come to the table ever with a health care plan. The newest health care plan is that he's going to send you $2,000 and you pay for your own health care. Well, that $2,000 is going to go a long way. I guarantee it. We have $6,000 deductibles on our health care plan, so that's not even a third of that. It ain't going to do shit because the health care is going to run rampant. I'm tired of hearing about people just saying, Chris, you got to settle down and not get worked up over it, and you just got to let it go because it's not going to change. You know, with that mentality, what happens? It happened in Germany once. And yes, I'm not saying he's Hitler, but that's the mentality people had is well, our leader's saying so we're going to follow it. And you've got a bunch in his cabinet members. Why do you think they're not actual politicians? Oh, because they need to be doing that. That's good for government, is not to have seasoned politicians. No, what would be good for government is for both sides to start realizing that we need to be their focused. We are their employer. So we need to make a difference. That's just where it's at. So, wish you all a great day. Try to stay warm until the cold snap ends, which will be Friday. It's going to be brutally cold. And everybody have a good day. But take time to check on your friends and family. Take time for yourself. Take time to make sure your heart and your mind are in the right place. But if you see somebody struggling and you see them mentally exhausted, talk to them. Ask them if they're okay. I will tell you that after my stroke, my mind and my mentality and everything else gets exhausted. Not because I want it to. I don't have a choice. My mind just says enough's enough for today. And I need to go in a dark room or I need to lay down and just let things go. But I am tired of hearing about how we're going to go after other countries. We're going to go after this. Let's start looking and taking focus of what the hell's going on here in our country. First and foremost. So, welcome to the mop. If you disagree with me, that's fine. You can leave it in the comments. I'm good with it. You can tell me I'm full of BS. Don't care. I will listen. I'll make sure to take it into account. I have before. I've replied to other people. But welcome for tuning into the mop. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another edition. And who knows where I go from there. But I've got a few ideas, and it's going to be in the sales realm, I think. But we'll go from there. Have a good day. And as always, take time to bless somebody today.